Let's be honest, most of us have tried to change our lives by adding more. New affirmations, new habits, new routines. And while those tools have their place, they rarely touch the root of what's keeping us stuck. Because the truth is, real transformation doesn't come from layering new on top of old. It comes from removing what no longer serves. Not just cluttering your calendar or junk in your kitchen, I mean mental debris. Limiting beliefs, outdated assumptions, conscious programming that quietly runs your life without your permission. What we're talking about today is not a 5-5 memory wipe. You won't forget your name or where you live, but you will start to forget the stories that have kept you small. The ones that whisper, don't give your hopes up, or that's not realistic, or you're just not that kind of person. What if you didn't reframe your past, but deleted the emotional charge it holds entirely? This is where inner alchemy begins. Not in fishing harder, but by clearing space. Not in doing more, but in finally seeing who you've been programmed to be and choosing consciously to become something new.
We spend most of our lives operating on beliefs we never choose. They come from our upbringing, our culture, and years of self-programming. It's like trying to launch a new reality using a clunky old operating system. You know, the kind that crashes when you open 2 tabs. What if you could simply stop identifying with these defaults? Thoughts like, I'm not good with money, or relationships are hard, or success is only for certain people. These aren't truths. They're scripts installed by someone else. And unless we question them, we end up playing them on repeat. The first step to freedom is to pause and question. Ask, is this the lead helping me live the life I want? If not, drop it. Not with a fight, just with disinterest. Attention is fuel. Start belief and it dies. This is the mental reboot. You're not patching a broken system. You're not dismantling it gracefully, patiently, piece by piece. And yes, it might feel uncomfortable at first. You may feel like you're losing your footing. That's normal. It's the wobble before the breakthrough. You're not falling apart. You're falling away from who you never were to begin with.
A new work is really exciting. Once you clear out the old code, you can install new beliefs on purpose. I know by chanting empty affirmations in front of the mirror with forced enthusiasm, real change happens when the subconscious begins to feel the new belief system or the new belief as familiar and true. That's why repetition with emotion is the secret. You're not trying to convince yourself of a lie, you're creating a new normal, a new identity. Say it until it feels natural. Example, everything I want is already mine. I attract aligned opportunities effortlessly. My future self is already guiding my steps. Let it become the soundtrack of your mind. And here's the trick. Don't chase proof. Create it. You don't need to wait for the world to reflect your new belief. You reflect it first. Because your subconscious doesn't care what's true in the outer world. It follows what you feed it.
It's true. Your beliefs are filters. They shape what you see and how you interpret reality. And that's why 2 people can experience the same event and walk away with completely different conclusions. One sees limitation, the other sees possibility. The real outcome is not changing the world. It's changing how you see the world. If a belief makes you feel small, anxious, or powerless, it's not the truth. It's programming. And you can change it. Pay attention to your emotional reactions. When something triggers frustration, jealousy, or fear, pause and ask, what would I have to believe about myself or life for this emotion to make sense? That one question will show you where the old beliefs live. And once you see them, you can rewrite them, not with force, but with clarity. You are not your patterns. You are not your past. You are the one choosing what comes next.
Now let's talk about mental diet. If you're constantly feeding your mind fear, comparison, gossip, or toxic opinions, you're not cleansing, you're reinforcing the very patterns you're trying to break. Now, this isn't about being naive or ignoring the world. It's about being deliberate with your focus. Ask yourself, does what I'm consuming make me feel more or less powerful? If it drains your energy, turn it off. If it shrinks your belief, walk away. If it triggers doubt, unsubscribe. You're not being dramatic, you're being protective of your sacred space. You're building a mental garden where only aligned, empowering thoughts are welcome. That's not fluff, that is actually foundation.
Once that foundation is solid, it's time to build. Enter focused meditation. Not the empty your mind kind, but intentional, active meditation. Your imagination becomes your design lab. Close your eyes. Picture your desired life, not someday, but now. Feel it, hear it, touch it in your mind. You're not daydreaming. You're training your subconscious to accept a new identity. You're saying, this is who I am now. This is my reality. It doesn't take hours, just 5 to 10 minutes a day of focused, emotional visualization can recalibrate your entire energetic field. You're not forcing an outcome, you're tuning into it.
And once you've tuned in, it's time to live from the end. This is one of Neville Goddard's most potent teachings. When you live as if your desire is already fulfilled, you stop trying to reject it and start expressing it. Ask yourself, if I already had what I wanted, how would I feel? How would I move through the world? Then act from that feeling. That doesn't mean you fake it. It means you embody it. You become the future self now. That is alignment. And that alignment is what the universe responds to.
Wow, truth. You don't need more effort. You don't need a new identity. You are not here to chase your dreams with desperation. You're here to become the version of you who naturally lives them. So delete what's not yours. Detach from what no longer fits. Rewrite your inner world from intention and repetition. And then walk into your future like it's already yours. Because it lives in your imagination. It's already real. And the only thing left to do is simply to be it.
Thank you for being here with us today. If it's resonated, take a moment to let it settle, and more importantly, apply it. You don't need to chase transformation. You just need to clear space for who you already are to come through. If you know someone who might benefit from this message, feel free to share it. And if you want more content like this, subscribing and hitting the bell is the easiest way to stay connected. And be sure of never missing a talk. But until next time, think differently, dream boldly, and create consciously.